Hello, here's something I've worked out in Camtasia, which I think you might find useful as well. I'm doing a screencast, and something I really like about Camtasia, I'm a bit of a snob and I tend to use Premiere when I can, but something I really like about Camtasia is that you can turn the cursor on and off when you want it. It's recorded as a separate track, basically. So here, I've got no cursor to distract me, whereas here, I've got it turned on to demonstrate how I'm going to click on this and click on this. And it's nice that the cursor stays nice and vectory because it's actually drawing a fake cursor on top really for you. But the trouble is here, you may already have noticed, is my highlight box, which I've got here, my pink box, is on top of the screencast and hence on top of the cursor. And you notice when I zoom in, the mouse gets bigger. I think I probably could tweak that to make the cursor scale down as the picture scales up, but it's a bit of a pain. And here you can really see the mouse going underneath the box, this box here. And also the click effect has scaled up, so you've got a big fat circle here and a thin circle here. So is there anything I can do about this? Yes, there is. I have made a 1920 by 1080 transparent PNG. I used Inkscape. There are other ways of doing it, but I really like Inkscape. It's a free program and it's superb. I actually use it instead of Illustrator because I just find it easy to use. So here's my transparent PNG. I'm going to drag that on top of that area. And you can see that makes no difference to the picture at all because it's transparent. Now, what's this for? Well, I'm going to add a fake cursor to this transparent PNG. So I need to go to Visual Effects, look for Cursor, drag Cursor Path Creator onto that. I can see now this has made this sort of predefined cursor path. And I can edit that cursor path. I'm going to make it into just a nice straight line. I don't really want this nice curves, even though it's clever. So, and you can see there are now two cursors on the page. But the great thing is this cursor doesn't scale, and better still, it is on top of the boxes, not underneath. I'm also going to add my click effect to it. I've got a click effect of my favourites to keep myself standard, make sure I keep within the way things are meant to be done. So I'll drag that onto the transparent GIF as well, and I can add some clicks as well when I want them. So firstly I need to stretch out this cursor path to last the whole length of the clip, and then match up with what the mouse underneath is doing. So I want to click here. So I will click the tiny little arrow at the bottom, click on left click rings, which is the name of my click effect. In fact, it's not the name of my click effect, it's just what it's called. So now I click on this add cursor click keyframe thing, and so that's going to click there, and we need the second click then. So add another one there. I haven't found a way to actually move these cursor clicks. I think you can line up the playhead with them, and in fact you can use these buttons to line up the playhead. You can turn them on and off here, and then add them again in the right place. So I've got two clicks here. Now the cursor path creator, I need to edit this path. So let's how do I do this? Edit cursor path over here. So I'm going to start my cursor up here. I go down to here. and then press it end up. End up there. And keep it there at the end, I think. I think I will put a curve on this if I can. Curve. Let's see how that works. Click there. Click there. Okay, I think that might be working. And I've got my own control over the scale here, so I can scale it. Oops, have I just done a keyframe? No, I don't think I have. That's alright. I'll keep that at 300. That's the sort of standard setting we're using for our screencasts. Okay, so now this one is on top of my boxes. And I can go down to my main ones here and make the cursor invisible. There we go. And this one too. So now all I have. Oh, and I need to turn off the click effects as well. Remove those. Click rings. Yeah, now I've got my own cursor on its own layer. Oh, I've got a briefly visible cursor there. I'm not sure why that is. Ah, because opacity is set to 4. There we go. Ah, there seems to be some kind of keyframing going on the... Can I delete that? I think I can. And I could probably finesse the cursor part of it. I should probably pause it where I did the click there. But you can see that's quite a useful technique. And something else I will do is add a transition and a fade on that transparent GIF. Let's zoom in a bit, if I can do this. Yeah. And fade in, fade out. And I can make my cursor pointer fade in and fade out at the end if I want. And once I've got this transparent GIF with a cursor motion on, I can copy and paste that to other places. I'll keep it all on the same track just to know that track 4 is always my cursor. I can copy and paste it to other places and edit that. So whenever I actually want to show the cursor, I can turn it on and edit it however I like. And the rest of the time there's no cursor bouncing around the screen, just being distracting. It makes it a lot easier to record a screencast if you know that the cursor won't be visible. You won't have to worry about where you've got it and if it's in a sensible place. So I hope that helps. Enjoy your screencasting.